book your first client in and you go, oh my God, what am I doing? You just go into this panic mode.
Meet Sarah, an incredible member of the Beauty Growth Academy community who has built a thriving, successful aesthetics business from the ground up.
You need to get your practice up. You need to get as many models in as you can and just get on with it. Because the longer you're going to leave it, the more panicky you're going to get.
Sarah started out in the industry 5 years ago and didn't know what she was doing. Now, her business is hitting 10K months and she's come on the podcast to reveal everything.
But 3 days in my clinic and I'm on 10K months.
Sarah is so passionate about helping her clients feel more confident through subtle, natural tweakments.
We cry sometimes at the result together, giving people that feeling and that confidence. Just nothing like it.
She had her own passion, a determination to make this business work, and she used the strategies inside of the Beauty Growth Academy Members Club.
Social media is where I get all of my clients. Putting yourself out there, make that page just you and your clinic.
And she didn't build this success by accident.
Working out who your clients are. That is one of the biggest things.
In this episode, we break down how she went from panicking and not knowing what to do to achieving 10K months and beyond. Do you think there's any specific thing that helped you get to 10K?
There's not one thing. It is like a combination of everything.
Sarah, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, girl.
I am so excited to have you here.
You're not as excited as me.
And we've just been talking. I'm like, Sarah, we're just going to have to get into it. We're just going to have to go. Let's have your story. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So, Sarah, you have been in the aesthetics industry for 5 years now, and you've been part of the Beauty Growth Academy for the last 3 years. And not long ago, we was having a chat, and you was like, I'm at 10K months. And I'm like,
what the heck?
Get your sexy little ass to the studio and let's talk about it. Because being in the aesthetics industry for 5 years, it's a good amount of time.
Yeah.
But it was still quite competitive and saturated 5 years ago. Absolutely. And it's still very competitive now. So I feel like we can talk about how you stand out, how you built your business, all those kind of things. I love your energy. I love just love your vibe and everything. And I'm sure people watching this and listening to this will feel the same if I shut the fuck up and let you speak. So tell me about what made you choose to come into the aesthetics industry. Or did you start in beauty? How did it?
So before I started aesthetics, I was a hairdresser for 18 years.
I never knew that.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact, yeah.
18 years.
18 years in the hairdressing industry.
Were you like 25? So how? You literally look
Magic.
so good.
So that was where I started. I worked in like little granny salons in the beginning, like did my apprenticeship and I just ended up staying there for a little bit and then I went into mobile. But when I was hairdressing, I was not looking at it as a business at all. Like I was just winging it, getting a bit of money, and it was like a hobby. And especially doing it mobile, like I could tell you so many crazy stories of the things that happened in my mobile days.
Okay, well, we're definitely going to touch on one of those at least.
Oh, so yeah, it was just getting me through. Like it was when I had the babies, so it was getting through that. Like it was really easy that way. But I just hit a point where I was like, so I just want to do something else. There's something else. Like I always did extra courses. I did nails, I did spray tans. I was going around to people's houses and spray tanning them in the kitchen and getting spray tan all over the house. Like, what the heck?
Did you have a pop-up tent? Please say you did.
Yeah.
Still though, that stuff goes everywhere. I had that in my salon.
Wow.
I had that on my treatment menu in my salon and I think I got the machine, everything like that. And within 4 weeks, I was like, no way, we don't offer that anymore.
It was everywhere. When I did a couple
mess.
at my house once and I went, I think I need to stop doing this. I can't believe I do that at people's houses. But yeah, I did all kinds of different treatments. Eventually, I trained in makeup as well. So then I picked up a lot of weddings. We're doing a lot of weddings. But like I say, I just hit a point and I was like, I'm just ready for something else. And then I'd add a few little tweakments myself. So I'd had my lips done, a bit of Botox. And I'd always kind of thought you need to be a medic to do aesthetics, so just kind of ruled it out. But then the lady who did mine, she did training courses. So we got chatting, realised you didn't have to be a medic. And then, so I signed myself up and then COVID hit.
Oh.
Which was like a blessing in disguise, really. Like as awful as a time it was for me, I got my maternity leave back with my babies because when I was mobile, they popped out, and I'm like, off we go to work. Come on, babies. You know, it was lovely, but I got that time with them. And then I also got a lot of time to focus on the theory side of aesthetics. Whereas I find a lot of the time now you're doing a course, you're in, you're out, you're let into the wild, which still is a bit like that. But I just had that time to really focus on taking everything in.
Right. So you literally used lockdown to be present. How old are your babies?
12 and 7.
Wow. So you used lockdown to be present with the babies, learn more about aesthetics, just have that time. Was you getting paid or not? Because you was mobile, wasn't you?
Yeah,
so you didn't get furlough.
No.
Damn.
No, I got a couple of them grants.
A couple of grants and stuff, yeah.
No, but then I was so random. I'm always like businessy. So like in the background, I always have a little side hustle. So my side hustle during COVID was like sewing masks with matching scrunchies.
I actually love that.
I know. I was like, if we've got to wear them, let's style it out.
Did people buy them?
Yeah. I was so busy with that. It was called Mrs. Scrunchable.
Oh, I love that.
How funny is that?
Fun fact, before I had the Beauty Growth Academy and I was working in sales, I had a business called Glitter Gifts Limited. It was a limited company. So I used to go to wholesale and buy bottles of like champagne, Moet, all these different things, and I would paint them in like glue, and then I would glitter them and diamante them and then put them into cellophane bags, and I would sell them. And then my next door neighbour, she could do flowers, so would bundle them up together. So my first business was glitter gifts. And then I had to get a personal alcohol license and all sorts. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I love
interesting
that.
fun fact.
But I think when you business it,
you can't help but do something.
And that's it. Although I was having a lovely time with the babies and taking all my my theory stuff in, I was like, I need something on. I'm just gonna do that.
You're gonna have busy hands.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So lockdown ends.
Lockdown ends and I can finally get my hands on some syringes in people's faces and do my practical training, which I just loved. I absolutely loved that. So from there then I ended up renting a room in my sister-in-law's hair salon to do my aesthetics, and was still doing hairdressing because it was a salon. My dream was to eventually
you could do both,
let go of the hair. But at this point, I still was very much enjoying doing a bit of both. Didn't have loads of aesthetic clients, so it was just nice to kind of fill the gaps in. And then I had just hit a point, and I was like, I need to make this aesthetics thing a thing.
Yeah.
Like, I want it to be my thing. And I was just really falling out of love with hairdressing as well. So we're on Spotify. Had a little mooch for how to get more clients, and who did I find? My little hun, Alicia.
Oh my god!
And then
Is that
I
what you
dropped you
did?
a
You just
message.
searched in Spotify how to get more clients,
and you came up, and then I was hooked. I was listening to all the pod, which is, I just said it to you before. It's so surreal that now I'm sitting here on the pod. I'm a pod super fan.
Wow.
So I reached out to you and told me about your membership. Joined the membership, and within 4 months, I'd opened my own clinic.
Wow.
You taught me a lot.
Thank
Straight
you.
away.
Well, I'm glad. What do you think it was that you learned in them early days that helped you go from renting a room, doing hybrid hair and aesthetics, to just going opening your own clinic? Like, what were the key things that was like, shit, this works?
Yeah. There's so much.
I know there's so much in the membership.
Incredible.
It can be a bit overwhelming, but
incredible.
also
I'd say like treating it as a business.
Yes.
Getting to grips with like your numbers, your clients, working out who your clients are.
Yeah,
that
your
is
ideal
like
clients.
one of the biggest things. Working out like what my niche was, who I was as a business, and then that just portrayed in everything else. And I got my clients in that way.
Yeah.
You taught me so much. There's so much.
So you open your own clinic. Mm-hmm. Have you dropped hair now?
The hair was
Hair's
like
gone,
over.
like,
as soon as I opened that on my poor clients, I mean like nearly 20 years I'd had them clients, some of them, and they'd come in to like give me a little bunch of flowers or whatever, and they'd be like, you could definitely put a little hairdressing chair there, and I'm like, sorry babes,
no,
it's,
I'm not
going to
do it.
I just didn't love it. I didn't love it anymore.
I think sometimes treatments are there for seasons, not forever.
Absolutely.
And there's even treatments, in the aesthetics industry that you might really love, and then after a bit be like, do you know what, I don't want to do noses anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want to do jaw anymore.
Yeah.
I want to introduce skin into the business.
Yeah.
And I think people get really caught up in marrying the treatments that they've offered because they've offered them for so long. So there's so many ways that people justify this. So sometimes it's, well, I can't let that go because I've been doing it for 18 years.
Yeah.
Or they'll say, well, I can't let that go because I invested $2,000 into that 3 years ago. What a waste of money. I'm like, which excuse or, like justification is going to be the one that holds that into you for so long? Because when you let hairdressing go, how did it feel in your body and how did it then affect your business?
Yeah, it was just, I just was so relieved. I don't know, it's just a different kind of, you're always kind of giving therapy and like happiness to people in this industry, aren't you? Like, and it was in hairdressing, but it's just such hard graft.
It is.
For not a lot of money.
Not a lot of money. So you could do a 3-hour treatment that you could do in half an hour in aesthetics. And the thing is I don't think people should join the aesthetics industry for that reason, because people do.
Yeah,
and then their business never takes off.
No.
And the reason why the business never takes off is because the passion for the treatments and doing them and the results is not there. It's the money.
Absolutely.
And when you go sales over service or sales over passion, it's just not sustainable. So you got your hands on syringes and some clients, and did you just love it?
Love it. I cannot tell you, like, it's still now, like, we cry sometimes at the result together, like, that feeling that you give to people and that confidence. They come in and they're so vulnerable when they come to you as well.
Yeah, because they feel insecure.
Yeah, and it could easily be quite a sad job for me, because people come in all week and like, Sarah, I don't like this, I don't like that. And I'm like, that's fine. Come on, let's get you sorted. If it can make you feel better, let's do it. And giving people that feeling and that confidence, there's just nothing like it.
You just love it, don't you?
Love it. Love it.
So you came in as a non-medic, didn't you? Did you have any challenges around that in them early days? Because 5 years ago, it was not like it is now. Like I said to you before this podcast episode started, praise the Lord for Sophia Bailey.
Oh, she's just
Sophia Bailey
hero.
is non-medic, champion for non-medic and medic. There's no competition. It's not all we're non-medics against medic. None of that. It's we collaboration over competition.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like Sophia and a lot of other people in this industry actually over the last few years have made this a safe space for non-medics to practice, in terms of there's no shame, there's no embarrassment anymore. Yeah, people are still saying that they should or shouldn't be doing it, whatever. But nowadays, the noise for collaboration is louder than the noise for judgment.
I feel
I really feel that in the
Yeah.
industry. I think it's a safe space for non-medics to come into now.
Yeah.
When I first started 8 years ago as a non-medic, it was like the lion's den.
Yeah,
Honestly, it was horrific. And even 5 years ago, I imagine it was still like that, because I just came out of it then pretty much. So tell me about your experience as a non-medic in them early days.
Yeah, I suppose I've never personally like felt the wrath of the people who are against it, but you see it, you pick up on it in social media and things, and it can easily get into your head, can't it? Of feeling like, oh well, should I be doing this? Is it safe? It is. Like, if you are trained properly, trained in your complications, ready for anything that does crop up, then why shouldn't you be? Do you know, like when I was still hairdressing and doing a bit and starting everything up, one of my clients is a nurse, and she turned to me and she said, Sarah, I'm a nurse, I'm a medic. I wouldn't have the first clue about injecting someone with Botox, injecting someone with lip filler, do you know? So yeah, and like you said, I feel like it's definitely progressing. It's definitely changing. There's still whispers of it out there, but it's just a neggy vibe, isn't it? Like that negative energy is so icky.
Yeah, it's so icky.
I just don't entertain it now.
Yeah, no, that's the best thing to do. I just decided that I was going to just ignore the noise and just move forward anyway.
Yeah.
And once you do that, you don't attract it as much because you're not focused on it as much. But there's no surprise to me that the few people in my area that were so against me doing it and so vocal about it didn't go on to create hardly anything because they were too busy watching me.
Yeah.
Watch you. Focus on you. If you don't agree with it, that's fine.
That's it.
There's a lot I see on the internet I don't agree with or I don't like. I don't comment and tell them that. I just think it because I'm not a dick. Do you know what I mean? Anyway,
I know.
I'm passionate about that. So yeah, thank you to Sophia Bailey and the brave ones that continued anyway.
Yeah.
You move forward with it. So what's your thoughts now on like regulations and stuff coming in? Are you open to it? Are you championing it?
Yeah, there needs to be regulation. I just worry how the regulation's going to come about. Obviously, it's all very up in the air still. I find it mind-blowing that in this industry, like, you need to get a license. So where I live, I need a license for microneedling, but we don't need that to do Botox and fillers and things. It's just crazy. So I've always been very by the book, do everything as I should. So I've had an inspection to get my microneedling license. But a few months ago, I had a surprise inspection.
Oh, wow.
Which I'm a nervous anxious person. It sent me under, but it didn't need to. There was no need for it. It actually turned into being a really lovely experience.
Because you've got high standards.
High standards, yeah. And they were really, really happy and actually quite shocked because they said it's not something they see a lot, which is scary and worrying, isn't it? You know, there was like, it's actually really refreshing to see someone doing things properly, as you should be doing.
Yeah.
But as much as they did come, they haven't actually got like a list of standards to be following or anything because there is no properly set
just
regulation.
come for a nosy, make sure you've not got, dog poo on you, like kitchen side or something.
Oh gosh, yeah. And they literally rock up in the middle of a busy Friday or back to back. I had a 10-minute window. They turned up in it.
And it's going to throw you out, isn't it? Right? It's going to throw you out.
But it didn't need to.
No.
And that is the thing. Like you think with like people who are, when I put a video on about actually, and people were like, oh my God, what area are you from? Are they going to come to me? And and I was like, guys, don't panic. Don't worry about it. Yeah. If there's something wrong, they're going to put that right for you.
They're going to say to you, this is what you need to change.
They're just going to advise you, aren't they?
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I feel like we definitely need regulation because there's stuff going on. But just hope that it goes the right way. Yeah.
Fairly. I think it will, personally. Personally, I do. What was your biggest challenge then? What was the biggest challenge that you faced when you started the aesthetics business and you opened the clinic?
Yeah, so I think I'd say most people who do aesthetics will feel like this when they've been and done the training, done all your practical, you've got someone holding your hand there while you're doing it, and then you book your first client in and you go, oh my God, what am I doing? And you just go into this panic mode. And it didn't last long. Once I'd got the flow, it was fine. But I think that's the thing is you need to get your practice up. You need to get as many models in as you can and just get on with it. Because the longer you're going to leave it, the more panicky you're going to get. And again, like I touched on it before with complications, I think that's the dreaded, and everyone is like, oh my gosh, what's going on? But as long as you've got the knowledge there, you know what you're going to do in that instance, then I think you're good to go.
Yeah, I agree. I think when it comes, so you know I'm big on energy. If you are wanting a fully booked client base, but in your energy somewhere, you are not confident that if somebody came in and had an occlusion, you could handle it, or you know, there's a mismatch in energy. It's like, I want this thing, but I'm scared of that thing too in case it goes wrong. And I do think a lot of people block their success and they're receiving the success and the clients that they want because they're not fully educated in complications. Did you take a separate course after your training for complications? Because in 3-5 days of learning aesthetics, however long people spend on it, you don't really learn complications properly.
They touch on it, don't they? But you don't get that in-depth knowledge there. So yeah, I did do some separate training on complications, which just made me feel so much better. Yeah. So I would definitely advise if you've not done and you're in aesthetics, just do that. It makes you feel so much better. And like you say, then you're open to getting more people in.
The block is lifted.
Absolutely.
And you know, Sophia says you should always be fearful of something going wrong.
Absolutely.
Because if you're not fearful, you don't care enough.
Yeah.
But you should also be able to, say you're in your clinic room and there's no signal, there's no contact to the outside world, and you have a complication, you should be able to confidently and competently treat and help that person that's with you. Absolutely. If you can't do that, you shouldn't be practicing
in the first place.
until you feel like you can do that. Yeah. And I think from a coach energetic mindset perspective, if someone can't confidently feel that energy, they're always going to be blocking the flow of what they want into their life because it's like the fear's there.
Makes total sense.
So back in the early days, 5 years ago, I would say it probably wasn't as difficult to get new clients as what it is right now.
No.
Because 5 years on, there is aesthetic practitioners everywhere, social media, everyone knows social media better. But 5 years ago, what were your strategies? And then how have they changed to now? Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
so I was just probably like getting my special offers on back in the day, just cheap prices, you know, to kind of get people in, get the practice up.
I'm not against that. In the early days, I'm not against that.
You need to do it, don't you, in the beginning? Like, people aren't just going to want to come if they know you've just trained and pay full price.
And pay the same price they're paying someone up the road that's done it for 5 years.
Yeah, so I'd say that's like the way I used to go about it.
So packages, offers, kind of discounts, but make it, I mean, if you was in my academy, you'd have been making them look sexy and valuable.
Whereas I probably didn't. I do now. But then, I don't know how I do it now. I'm trying to think, like, because I've got my steady client base now. So it's socials now, isn't it? And I'm just constantly posting on socials, stories. And I'd say that's how I attract them. But yeah,
I bet you get a lot of referrals because I feel like with you create success quite easily. I really think it's down to your energy. Aww. I think you've got a really bubbly, optimistic, positive energy. And I'm sure there's times where we're not like that. Like no one's always like happy. But I do believe that your commitment, your focus, your energy has a lot to play in the things that you attract. So some people start out in aesthetics like you did and they find it pretty easy. Yeah, they're not saying they don't do anything. You post on socials, you do the work, but you're not trudging through trying to create this client base. Because your natural vibration, your natural set point is quite light. It's quite optimistic. And that's why I've always enjoyed talking with you, working with you, seeing your growth and stuff, because you're one who kind of naturally focuses on the positive and the opportunity, not the negative and what's missing.
Absolutely.
So you might not be so conscious of how you've got to this stage because it's felt easy for you because of how you are wired in your brain, which... If you could bottle that up and sell it, you won't need to ever do a set of lips again. I'm sure that's not what you want. So you've got your steady flow of clients now. Mm-hmm. What do you think the reason your clients come to you are?
I think it is a bit of what you just said. Like, if people are really lovely, and I always make a comment about that. Like, the space I have in the clinic is, again, because I'm such a nervous person, I know that people coming in for these treatments are like, panicking, that all I want to do is them to come in, feel so comfy and relaxed and just, it's okay, I've got you, don't be nervous, you've got nothing to be nervous about, and really like comfort them. And they always make a comment about that it's just been a lovely experience.
Yeah. This is what we've put it down to, client experience.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I think you are genuine.
Yeah.
And you're authentic.
Yeah.
And clients pick up on that.
Yeah.
And so many people are scared of being themselves. Was there ever a point where you thought, oh, I don't want to be too bubbly in case they don't think I'm professional? Or like, was there ever a point you were scared to be yourself on socials, and how did you overcome that?
Oh my gosh, yeah. That is like a biggie for me. Like, it took me such a long time. Like, I know you've always said, you need to put your face out there, you need to, and you really do. Like, again, I feel like that shows in my Instagram. Like, you go on there and you know who you're coming to see, which is just so important, isn't it? It's just more the hesitation of putting myself out there.
Scary.
Yeah. And then like you read people. So like some people walk in and I think, I can't go all guns blazing here with my sunshine and rainbows, like it's going to send them under. So I have to rein it in sometimes. But I feel like you do become adaptable in this industry as well to your clients.
It's so funny you say that as well, because I was having a conversation with Brow Jam and we was talking about, we believe that people in this industry, everyone in this industry, we're gifted this sense of, like we're therapists.
Yeah.
It's not just about coming for a treatment. We listen to clients' problems. We coach them. We talk to them. We understand them. Mm-hmm. And I also believe that the ones who really scale their businesses to like what you've done have a sense of psychicness as well. Because like you say, someone walks in, you know their energy.
Yeah.
Same with me.
Yeah.
I could have a client come in and I know whether I need to be authoritative. Like, let's say I put an offer on and I've got a couple of girls come in and they're a bit like rowdy or a bit out there. I knew I needed to switch my energy to be able to be the leader there. Or if I had a lady come in that was maybe a little bit more scared or timid, I would come down and like you just said, you adapt to clients. Yeah. That is a superpower. And I do think that's another one of the many reasons why you are in the position you're at. And we'll get to that where you're at now. Because recently we had a call, didn't we? And you was like, I'm doing 10K months. And I was like, oh my God. And you was like, it's all thanks to you. And I was like, no, it's not actually, Sarah. It's thanks to you. But wow. Because somebody looking from the outside in, whether it's they're in laser, facials, whatever, they might be like, 10K?
Yeah.
How'd you get to 10K? Did you ever think you would get to 10K?
No, and I still am like in complete shock of that. It's like, I think, it's, no, that, like you say, if you sit back, I took myself back a few years and said where I am now. I said that I'm sitting on this couch, you know, like all that, you're just like, how?
How did this happen?
How did this happen? But I did work my bum off.
You did?
I did.
And you still do?
And I still do work my bum off. I work really, really hard. Yeah.
You just did it. Do you think there's any specific thing that helped you get to 10K, or do you think it's a combination of just all the little things like the social media, the new clients, the looking at? Because I don't think there's
There's not one thing.
No.
Absolutely. It is like a giant combination of everything. But then I think that's where you helped me so much, because there's all them little things, and you might like say like some of the little things from the training sound really little, but they're massive.
Yeah.
Do you know, and they make such a big difference, and putting all them little things together is what makes it
does.
a success.
It's the recipe, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like the ingredients to the recipe, and there's never the same ingredients for every person. Like there's some ingredients you don't need that someone else might need, and there's probably some parts of the training that you're like, well, I don't really need that, but I need that.
Yeah.
And it does. It just works together. So in the training, I have my 3 frameworks: personal growth, business growth, spiritual growth. Which one of them 3 do you think's made the biggest impact on your business? Personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking live for that.
It's the best. Like, if you're at your best, then you're going to perform at your best. You know, it's that kind of mindset. Like, yeah, the personal is just so good. It's all so good.
So much harder to sell though, personal growth is. Have to lead with like, how can I help you make more money? And then they come in and they're like, oh my God, Alicia helps you do so much more than make money. I'm like, well, yeah, this is actually my favourite part of it. The business is easy. But let you uncover this limiting belief that's holding you back or whatever.
Yeah.
You attend industry events.
Yes.
What industry events have you been to over the last?
So I've been to 2 of yours, which are incredible.
Which ones did you come to? I know you came to the goal setting.
I came to the goal setting, and I came to the one before that.
Resilience.
Yes.
Yes, that was fun.
and that was my first one.
Was it?
That was my first
wild
ever event.
First one.
Yeah, and it was so good. But I nearly didn't come.
Really? Why was that then?
Because I'm so anxious. I'm such like I'm painfully shy, which you wouldn't think in the industry I am. And when I'm one-to-one, but yeah, I am
an
very
extrovert.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was coming with Charlotte, who works with me at the shop, and she was poorly.
Oh no.
Yeah, so she texts and she's like, "Girl, I'm so sorry, I'm so poorly, I can't come." And I was like, straight away, right, I'm not going. I'm not going.
But you paid your ticket?
Paid my ticket. I was like, I'm not going. No, I cannot go to that on my own, because we had booked to stay in a premiere in the night before, and my husband, he travels all over the world. Like, he's got such a good job, and he goes to all these events, conferences. He was like, "Says, I do this all the time. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Just go." And I was like, "Okay, I'll go and stay in the premiere inn and just have a really nice night on my own, but I might not go to the event." And he was like
easing yourself into it.
It was the best thing I ever did.
Really?
Yeah, it was so gorgeous.
Even when I got everyone to stand up and say who's on their own, and then I played Akon Lonely.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
but that was good, because then everyone looked around and like, oh, they're on their own. There was like, I don't know, there's loads of people come on their own. But
and I made a really lovely friend there, Laura, who then when we went to the goal setting, we were texting, we were like, let's sit together at the goal setting and sing you for ages, and we keep in touch. So that's really lovely.
I love that.
But that is what is so gorgeous about these events, like that energy.
Yep.
And the people you meet there, we're all in the same boat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know, like, I think the industry has such a stigma, and it probably was true, like, back in the day. Like, when I was apprentices, there still will be.
There's still bitches.
Like, when I was an apprentice, like, oh, gosh, it was not me personally where I was working, but the girls at college, the stories
my daughter's
they
at college
tell.
now. She's 17, she's doing level 2 beauty. It is still like it in college. It is still like it.
Oh, it's such a shame.
It's a shame, but it's
like
character
that.
building.
But it's fine.
They'll be fine. They'll get over it. They'll get tough skin for the clients that are going to come in and rip them a new a-hole for doing a treatment wrong or whatever.
Yeah.
We actually went to Herstory. I seen you at Herstory. Tell me why you chose Herstory and what your thoughts were on Herstory.
It was incredible.
So
oh my God, what a vibe.
an event.
What a bloody vibe. Sophia Bailey, I love you so much.
Same.
So I actually went with another practitioner in my area. We went together. And just, again, this collaboration over competition. Like, what a vibe. Like, why not? Let's go and do that. And then there was just so much going on in the day as well, in terms of, like, you know, the techniques that we learned on the day. Like, watching that nose, when Sophia did the nose. I know. You could have heard a pin drop.
Literally.
Like, we were all like, oh.
Yeah.
Watching her. Wow. It was just, what a day and what a night.
And what a night. Oh, wow. So I talk about, I don't drink very often, but when I do, I go a bit crazy. I was out with Sophia in a gay bar until 3:30 in the morning. And I was in fucking Liverpool. I live in Chesterfield. So I went to bed. I think I must have gone to sleep at like 4 a.m. Woke up at 7:30 like, oh no. Well, obviously like gave it a couple of hours, had some food, whatever, and drove 2.5 hours home. I'm not joking you. I don't think I was just rough for 5 or 6 days after. I think we all had event come down.
Yeah.
Everybody felt it.
I couldn't stop thinking about it and talking about it.
I've never seen genuinely social media like that over an event still a week later. Yeah. I just feel like everybody had the best experience. Bingo bongos. Was that not the funniest thing?
It was just so funny. And just, you could just go and chat to anyone. You didn't know the people there, but you were just chattering away to everyone. It was so easy.
Everyone was friendly.
So
Why
gorgeous.
did everyone look like a 10-10? Everyone like, if you're going to be insecure, that's the place to go. No, I'm only joking. Everyone was so friendly and so nice. But the outfits, I was like... We need to start a Facebook group and everyone needs to link what they're wearing because everyone looks amazing.
Everyone went for it.
I'm excited for Hairdresser 2027. Obviously, we're going. I feel like it's going to sell out fast this time.
I know. I'm already on the whatever she put out. She put like a little pre-sale thing, didn't she? I was like, I'm on there.
We are there, girl.
Yeah.
So we'll go on now back into the business side of things. But yeah, to wrap it up, you encourage people to go to industry events. You
Absolutely.
think?
Yeah. Get yourself out there. If anything, like I said, for me, it's a confidence thing. Like it kills me to do things, but like after you're like, what was I worrying about? Yeah. It's so worth it. Just put yourself out there.
I've had, I've had quite a few events and I've had people reach out to me after the event and say like, I'm really sorry I didn't come, but my anxiety took over. I find it's too late at that point for me to do anything about it. Having been there yourself, what message would you give to those people that really want to do an event, really want to do an industry event, but they just can't get themselves out of the comfort zone?
You just do it. Like, just go. Like, for me, it was meeting, the networking, the people you meet. It's so lovely to be around people who are like-minded and get what we do. Do you know? Because as much as your clients come in and you can kind of have that, they don't get it. So then just meeting people who are literally on the same page, like, why not? Just go for it. You won't regret it.
I agree. And you make friends.
It's scary for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it's fine.
But then you make friends. And also, if you need to ease yourself into it, just do what you did. I'm going to go for 1 hour. If I don't like it after 1 hour, I'm going to go home.
That's it. What's the worst thing that's going to happen?
If you just say to yourself, I'm going to go and I'm just going to go for 1 hour. If I want to go home, I'll go home. Most of the time, they're not going to go home, are they?
Absolutely not.
So we touched on social media a little bit earlier. How important do you think social media is, especially for people who are new to the industry trying to build that client base?
Yeah, it's vital. Like, social media that's where I get all of my clients now. I would say, like we said before, putting yourself out there, make that page just you and your clinic and they can see who they're coming to. Talking to the camera is so important, isn't it? Like, showing up. And then I'm a stories gal.
Yeah.
I love watching. That's kind of how I keep on top of like watching social media, is flicking through stories. So I'm just constantly posting on my stories. And again, it kind of like reignites things sometimes for people and they go, oh, I forgot you did that. Yeah, I'm going to have that. Or, do you know, like just a nice little way to kind of keep yourself fresh in people's minds, I think.
Absolutely. Do you think in the early days when you was doing social media, do you think you overthought it?
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of people that do that.
Yeah.
They're early on in their career. They're early on building the client bases. And they're seeking perfection in their posts. They're seeking just being fluent when they're talking to the camera. Or they're thinking, well, this aesthetic needs to be right. Or this logo needs to be right. Or this branding colour needs to be right. Do you think you wasted time doing that in the early days? Yeah,
definitely. Because again, like showing like the little flaws and just the things that you are human are again what makes me, anyway, personally, and mine, is what makes people, like, I'll put the silly videos on, I'll go out there, I don't care, because people then know, she's all right.
Yeah,
ta-da.
You can just be yourself. I think when you try and show up as somebody that you're not, it's harder, and it's one that I'd love to crack the whole industry with. But yeah, the message to people listening or watching is, if you're new in your journey, if you're new, building your client base, and social media is not something that you're fully confident in, don't seek perfection.
No.
Post and ghost.
Yeah.
Post it and stop looking at it. Post it and forget about it.
Like, it is nice to, like, you kind of get to plan your posts and, like, work out what you're going to post. But sometimes we're just winging it and posting what feels right.
Yeah.
And again, then sometimes if you're stuck and you're thinking, I don't know what to post, like, you just can post for the sake of it, but it's just not.
It's not the same.
It don't work.
Well, this is why I created the Beauty Boss Social Club.
Yeah.
So I'm going to plug here because some people need this and it's £7 a month, so it's ridiculously cheap. The Beauty Boss Social Club I've designed because I think that there is a structure that people can follow, a simple structure, an easy to follow structure that helps build that know, like and trust factor with clients. And that's why I created the Beauty Boss Social Club. So basically, it talks about the different types. There's 4 different types of posts that I think you can post. One type a week, 4 posts a week.
Yeah.
A relatable post, a personal post, a sales post, and an educational post. They can be planned and created and scheduled literally within an hour. All them posts done in an hour.
Yeah.
I've created a content calendar. Every single month I put a brand new content calendar out there. They can click on the link, look at the post that I think they should recreate and go and recreate it. Pre-written captions, so they don't have to sit thinking, well, how am I going to write this caption? Because you can do a great post, but if your sales caption isn't converting, or sending them to link in bio, or sending them to go and book an appointment, or getting them to comment or whatever, it just falls on deaf ears. So the Beauty Boss Social Club was created to literally help people with this problem. So if you're listening thinking, social media is so hard, I can't grasp it, I don't know what to post, don't know how to post, it's £7
Get it. It's amazing.
£7 a month going.
Again. Change my life.
Content,
so
leave.
easy.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I just know the value is so then that's why people come into that and then they're like, get me in her coaching. And then they sat on the podcast chair in 10K months. So with social media then, what would you say your biggest lesson has been?
I would say, I feel like I've kept saying it, but just being present on it.
Yeah.
Showing you is just the biggest thing for social media.
I think when you let go of that need for perfection, you can just show up as you.
Yeah.
You can show up in the car. Because when you're trying to like, oh, my hair needs to be done, makeup needs to be done and whatever, it's so unachievable.
Yeah.
Who does
it's
that every day?
It's not realistic, is it? We haven't got time, have we?
And we've got filters nowadays, so we can at least make our skin look better.
Yeah, just do
you know
that.
what I mean? What would you say your biggest breakthrough moment has been so far in your business?
So I was thinking about this and I would have said opening my clinic because that was a dream come true.
Yeah.
Like when I did that, I did not think it would be happening as quickly as it did. And then it was just so exciting. It was so good. But then since we had our little call, I thought, like, it's now. It's doing what I'm doing. I work 3 full days a week. That's it. Well, I work a bit extra one because you do when you work for yourself, like on other things. But 3 days in my clinic and I'm on 10K months.
You
I can pick my little girl up from school.
Oh.
Do you know, like I can take her to her little clubs. We can have our time with my husband.
You've done it. You've made it.
I'm living the bloody dream. I'm living the bloody dream, girl. Yeah. And I just think,
amazing.
Because I think when we had the call, I was a bit like, I'd done my level 5 last year and it had consumed me. And I've finished like the theory side of that now. That I just were like,
I made you stop, didn't I?
I remember. Me go,
Yeah, we had a call. It's a lifetime call that you get included in lifetime memberships. And you kind of came to the call and you didn't really know what you wanted, did you? And so I'm very intuitive with my members and I very much can just ask the questions. And I get it. I just get it. I don't know how I do it. I'm like psychic.
You're magic.
Magic, thank you. I just don't know how to do it. It's just God-given gift. So you was talking. And what I recognised was, you had been busy, really busy with your level 5. You had been go.
Yeah.
The business side of things was like go. And then you caught up with everything.
Yeah.
But what you forgot to do was stop the go energy.
Yeah.
Because you was like, well, I don't know what's next. And I'm like,
yeah.
Sarah, what if there's nothing next?
Yeah.
What if this is the point where you go,
yeah.
And then you was like, oh my God, yeah. It's like I gave you permission to calm the fuck down.
You really did. And I actually then really did. And I have.
Now you're having this
and I'm just, this last few weeks have been gorgeous.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad about that.
Yeah.
Because you've gone, I don't have to be hustle all the time.
No.
Okay, there's seasons for it. There's periods of it. When you've got to put something new in or whatever, you've got to work that bit harder. But we've got to train ourselves to, and our nervous systems to go, okay, it's safe to stop now.
Yeah.
It's safe to relax now. Not that it shouldn't always be safe, because it is, but it's almost like you was seeking that manicness again.
Yeah.
What I need to be busy. Now all that's done, what do I do? And I'm like, what about if you just sit and enjoy the fruit of what you've created?
Absolutely.
Like, it's like growing a fruit tree. You plant the seed, you give it the right environment, you nurture it, you look after it, you monitor it, you grow it, you create it all. This huge fruit tree comes and it's got all this fruit on it, and you go, right, what's next?
Yeah. Literally,
and I'm like, babe,
exactly
I want you to go grab some fruit, I want you to sit under that tree, and I want you to fucking enjoy it for as long as that feels good. And when the next thing comes along,
it'll come.
We'll go again.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you're at that stage like that. Just, what a fucking
No, thanks for making me realise, because I weren't. I didn't.
But I love that. Do you know when some of the Lifetime members come on the calls and they're like, I don't know what I want? I'm like, give me 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll figure it.
You're so good.
I don't know how to do it.
You are.
I'm in where I'm meant to be. So if somebody who was listening to this episode right now was at an early stage in their aesthetics or hair or beauty business, and they just didn't really know what to focus on, what advice would you give them based on your journey so far?
So what I would really focus on, like, what is your niche? Who is your client? Like, I remember doing the training for this and going, but I want all the clients.
Yeah, I want everyone.
I want all the clients. But breaking it down for me was working out what my thing is, which is like tweakments, like enhancements, like just little sneaky, oh, you look good, but not going, oh my God, have you had this? Have you had that? Just people looking at you and thinking, I look fresh. And then as I realised that, I then again started to portray it on my Instagram, and then the clients would come in and be like, I've been watching you and I just love how you say, I just want to have something done and not be able to tell that I've had something
they're your
done.
ideal people.
And then they were my people, and then it's just flowed, do you know, like, and then them clients are now mine and they're with me
and
forever,
this works in so many different ways in the industry, because there's also a niche of clients out there that want frozen, full, big, glam, like let's
there's
go
so
for
many
it. And there's so
different-
many great aesthetic practitioners who can give them that, but you're like, well, I want a certain kind of age range, a certain kind of desire from them. I don't want people to come in and just want me to, you know, like perform 8 mil in one session. And there's so many amazing people that do that, like Dreamface Kiki. She is amazing. I'm going to her. Well, I'm going to Turkey first for a bit of a treatment myself.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to go after when I've healed a little bit.
Exciting.
I know, I'm dead excited. It's not that serious. I'm just going for some chin lipo and jaw lipo, because I've got the jaw of a fucking worm. I have.
Shut up.
No, I have. I see it all the time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I do. I want a mid facelift, lower to mid facelift, but I'm only 35, nearly 36 at the minute. I feel like maybe 3 or 4 years I'm going to go for that. But anyway, so I'm having my teeth done. So I'm having my composites off.
Exciting.
These have been on for like 6 or 7 years now. So these are coming off. I'm having the consultation when I don't know if I'm going to go veneer or if I'm going to go composite again.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got really straight teeth anyway, and they're quite white. These are just so thick because they were done 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, it's a different time again, like we said before. Things just change, don't they?
Things change. So now you can get composite bonds that are thinner, that are brighter, better shape and whatever. So I just think, well, I'm going to go to Turkey. If I do decide in the consultation to have veneers, I'll have the minimal prep ones.
Yeah.
So I don't know yet. We'll see how I feel. But I'm having the chin, jaw, liposuction, and then I'm going to, this is crazy because this is all my natural hair, but I'm going to get some extensions on them there as well.
Why?
Just sticking it out. Sticking it, when in Rome,
It looks
do you know
gorgeous.
what I mean?
Well, you're just bloody going for it, aren't you, girl? You go, girl.
Yeah. Then I'm going to come back, I'm going to heal, then I'm going to see Kiki. And she's going to just make me look like I'm 28.
Gorgeous was
I know.
she?
Oh my
what
Lordy.
a little vibe.
I was sat on her table. I just loved it. I'm going to have to get her on the pod.
Get her on.
This is a public announcement for Kiki of Dreamface. You are highly requested on the pod.
I want to listen.
We need you,
Please
girl.
come.
You need to come on the pod. She's only down the road as well, so that is a public announcement. I'm sure she will. So yeah, anyway, I don't even know where I was going with that.
Proper went off then, didn't we?
I went off on a tangent.
Advice for
Advice on your journey so far, and I made it all about me and my fat slug chin. Have you seen that worm in Ghostbusters? That's what I feel like. Just like, no, I just have nothing. I have to like stick it out a bit. But it's bad. Anyway,
oh, gal.
Get that out. I've had lipo a few times. I'm not scared of it. So, okay.
It's exciting.
You are a mum of 2, and you've been doing this now for 5 years. You mentioned you got your husband.
Yeah.
How do you balance it? And has there ever been any points where you've just thought, I I don't have time for the kids at the minute. Have you had mum guilt?
Yeah, I think we all go through them times, like realistically, like it just happens, doesn't it? I am so lucky. Shout out to Matty, because
Is he good?
He's so good.
Shout
he's
out to
so
Matty.
good. But like I say, does travel a lot. So we have to wing it sometimes. And again, I've got really good support. I've got a lot of help. But we're both Virgos and we're very structured. And again, like with what you taught me about planning, like our week is like very routine. Everything's prepped and planned. And, you know, like, I know it doesn't always work like that, but it helps. And then having that time when I do work. So like I say, I'm in the clinic 3 days, but then on like 1 or 2 of my days off, I'll spend the time doing my like books and, you know, socials and try and get it all done when the kids aren't around. And I think just having that time separate is very important. But then they get it. Like, mummy's got a shop. Do you know, like, so they get it. If I need to have, I'm just like, just need an hour on my phone to like do answer messages or
And they're a bit older now too, aren't they?
Yeah, that's it. They're at a lovely age now. But then I think another thing with that is like, I'm mummy and it's my favourite thing to be, but I'm also still me. Yeah. And I think we all need to still make sure that we have some time for us and make that time for yourself, because then I'm a better mummy.
Of course you are.
If I've had that time.
And I feel like for you, because your business is your passion, your business energizes you.
Yeah.
And that makes you show up as, you know, like your full true self.
Yeah.
So you're satisfied in that area. So you can go and give that energy to the children and stuff, and the business isn't zapping you and depleting you. But I think it's a hard one, isn't it, to balance? And I say this a lot now. I don't think the perfect balance exists. I think it's more like a seesaw. Yeah. Sometimes you're more life, sometimes you're more business. Yeah. Every so often, the seesaw kind of balances, but then it goes like this again. I just think for me, when I really turned a corner, when my daughter was younger and I was building the businesses and whatnot, was when I stopped allowing my phone to distract me and I got my notifications off. And when it was home time, evening time, kid time, I wasn't there going, oh, I'll answer this message, or oh, I'll do that. Or, you know, so it's about how can I bring more presence to when I'm being a mum? Yeah. How can I make that more quality time? Yeah. And then how can I make sure when I'm in business that I'm not worried about Amelia and that she's at school or she's at Nana's or whatever. So I think for those people, especially in the early days, they might find the seesaw is more heavy on the business. Yeah. But I do think it gets to a point when you're on holiday and you pay for a lovely hotel, or you're on a trip somewhere nice, or you go in somewhere and you buy them a lovely outfit and some designer trainers or whatever, you know, and you think that was worth it.
It's so worth it. It is.
I think so. I really do think so. What can we expect to see from you then now? Just going to chill out for a little bit.
I'm just going to chill. Just having a lovely time chilling. Good. I was very much putting off my level 7. Okay. I've not finished my level 5. I've just got a few practical assessments and then that's done. But in my brain, I was like, I'm just going to have a minute, but I'm not. I'm just going to do it. Yeah. I'm going to get it boxed off. So that hopefully will be coming up this year.
And do you think you're going to learn to slow down and enjoy level 7 rather than I feel like we might have a lot of call in between that because
I've heard apparently people do say the level 7 is a bit more enjoyable than the level 5. I think the level 5 is a bit of overwhelm because you like so I've not been in that mindset for so long of doing assignments and
I know it's not my favourite subject.
But then it needs to be done. We're going to get it under the belt. We're going to do it.
You want to do it. You want to, you know, prepare yourself for regulation, even if it comes out and regulation doesn't require level 7, you're educating yourself, you're becoming the expert.
And that's it. As much as it has drained the life out of me, the level 5, it's been very interesting. Like I'm so glad I've done it. So we're going to get the level 7 under the belt. We're going to expand on training.
Yes, talk to me about that.
I love teaching. I love it.
What do you love teaching?
I teach mainly skin courses, so like microneedling, chemical peels, hydrofacial.
And this is quite a big part of your business too, isn't it? Yeah. We've talked a lot about aesthetics. Really, could have bought that in a bit earlier. I could have, sorry. But you love the skin, the microneedling, chemical peels, because I feel like they're
the hand in hand. Absolutely. Like I bang on about this all the time on my socials to my clients that, you know, you can have your Botox and your fillers, but if you ultimately your skin's aging.
Or dry or,
like, let's get that sorted. So skin treatments, and skin's huge.
It's so big now, and praise the Lord for that, because I feel like when I came into the industry 8 years ago, skin routines weren't a thing. My 7-year-old daughter at that time was doing more skin routines than me. So I feel like it became a thing over the last 7 or 8 years, more to people like us, like your normal day-to-day people. Like, yeah, okay, celebrities were doing it and rich people, whatever. But your day-to-day people, skin, it was like, get some soap and water and a flannel.
Yeah.
It weren't like, oh, look at this double cleanse and this tone and moisturising chemical peel and microneedling. But praise the Lord it has, because we're just going to look, hopefully, good forever. I mean, you glow, your skin's amazing.
Thanks. Magical microneedling.
Is that what you do? So tell me
Obsessed.
about your treatments then. What's your favourite skin treatments?
Microneedling.
Okay.
It's so magical.
I've never
I
had
tell
it.
everyone
Is
to
that
have
bad?
it.
I've never had it. Right, okay, I've got a confession to make. I do skincare every day.
Yeah.
But I don't have regular skin treatments. And my sister has literally got a skin clinic in the salon.
You can get away with it. Your skin looks incredible.
Do you think so? Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like
You find that though, do you know, when clients come in and they've got the most amazing skin, and you're like, what do you use? They're like, face wipes, nothing. You're like,
that's so annoying. But no, I really should get some microneedling done and some like more invasive.
So nice.
I listen to like Nip Tuck podcast, love that.
Yeah.
And they talk about all these machines and whatever.
Well, that's it, HIFU. I do HIFU.
But we're in
So
Chesterfield,
good.
right? And I feel like, I mean, reach out to me if you do it, but I feel like it's not that big of a thing where we are yet. So maybe Sheffield, Nottingham, I don't know.
It's so good.
Maybe
Well,
I've just
even
not
where
found-
I
Please
am,
DM me if you do it near me, 'cause
I
will
don't do
absolutely book
TikTok
in.
that much.
I've
but
got money, I'll pay.
What I post on TikTok is a lot of HIFU, and I get a lot of clients through that, and they go, there's just no one around that does HIFU.
And HIFU is high frequency.
High intensity frequency ultrasound. So it's a similar kind of concept to microneedling, but it works on like tightening the skin, and it's so good.
Is it so good?
I have such amazing
But
results.
I'm going to
off
be ringing
that.
my sister, because I've been saying to Tara
Get
for
her
ages,
on.
she is going to
She
do
can come
some...
and train with me.
Yes, she could. She's doing some sort of buccal training. What's that? I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. Anyway, she's going to Spain to do it. But I'm like, Tara, there's so many people that are doing like all these machines and stuff. And she's like, well, I just like my treatment. She's fully booked,
and
got
that's
loads
it.
of
If
clients.
she's good, doesn't need
Yeah, but
to.
also think about me. Do you know what I mean? I'm aging, thinking about a facelift, and she's sat across the room from me, not even offering the treatments that I want. Selfish bitch. Anyway, so you love the facial, you love the skin. And do you find that easy to sell alongside your aesthetic treatments? Or do you find that you get clients come in for facials and then you sell the aesthetics?
Yeah, a bit of both really. Like it works either way, but then I would say that I get people in a lot of the time now for skin treatments, and then eventually they're like, oh, right, well, can I have a bit of this? Can I have a bit of that? And it adds things on, and it kind of bulks up the time as well. So like obviously aesthetic treatments are so quick, they're in and out, that skin bulks up my time, and you see the results with it. It's so satisfying.
And you're passionate about that too.
So passionate.
So do you train people in-house, online, and is it for beginners or already qualified?
So beginners and already qualified, and it's in-house. It's just one-to-one. I only do one-to-one.
Really?
I love it.
That, yeah.
I love having that time with the student and watching them progress through the day and the confidence build. Like it's so gorgeous. My head would fall off if I had more than one person.
Yeah.
I couldn't cope with that.
It's good quality training though.
Yeah.
And where are you based?
I'm based in Rochdale, just outside of Manchester.
Yeah.
And then we have like live models all day for them to practice on as well. It's really hands-on. But yeah, I love my teaching, so we're going to step that up this year.
Yeah, so if anybody's listening to this and they're thinking, she is a bit of me, I would love to learn skin, whether they just want to start in skin or whether they've got a bit of a skin clinic going, but they want to introduce things like HIFU or microneedling. Are you happy for them to DM you, reach out to you?
Please
oh my God, that would be amazing.
Yeah. And then also anyone else who's trained in aesthetics and feeling that like, oh my gosh, I'm not confident in that, I need a bit of extra in that, I'm here for that as well.
Love that. Is there any particular aesthetic treatments that you're like, I love teaching people how to do that?
Yeah.
Or do you kind of like it all?
I like it all. Again, it's just giving them that confidence boost, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Just making people feel better about
business,
what
life,
learned,
themselves, everything.
Yeah.
Do your courses typically run for one day or do you do multi-day, or does it just depend on what the person wants?
It depends on what they want and what we're quite flexible.
Yeah.
Tends to be try and get it in a day, but if you need to spread it over a few days, like I had a lady who did the ultimate one and we actually just spread it over like 3 weeks, like one day every week.
Every week.
Because it was what she could manage with it. Do you know, like I just work with what people need to do.
I love that. It's really bespoke. It's really unique.
Yeah.
I love that. So reach out to Sarah and go do your training with her. What are your socials? I'm going to tag them in the show notes below, everybody, so you can literally find them below. But what are your socials?
It's at Radiant Aesthetics by Sarah.
At Radiant Aesthetics. I think what a beautiful name, because you are just a radiant gal.
Oh,
Thank you so much for coming on the pod.
Thank you.
Before we go,
me.
just quickly, we touched on, you said that you get your Zen time through exercise.
Mm-hmm.
How has that helped you be a better business owner? Do you think putting time aside for well-being is important?
Absolutely. You need that time for yourself and your mind. I make sure, I mean, it is me personally, it's not for everyone, but I make sure every morning I get up, I do my little workout, or I've just started reformer Pilates. I love that.
I enjoy that.
I love running when it's sunny, when it's raining, not so much.
Springtime's nice.
Yeah, this is starting back at the running season at the minute. And it just, again, like my mind just works so much better because I know that I've had that minute of me time and then I'm like, right, I'm good to go now.
I find that you get less overwhelmed.
Yeah.
When you can get a bit of something in the morning.
It's so good for your energy.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you for sharing.
Aww.
You have been an amazing much
Thank you
so much for coming on.
It's a dream come true.
Pleasure. You're just so inspiring, and I hope people reach out to you in the masses and tell you how inspiring you are. And honestly, yeah, okay, you've learned a few things from me.
I've learned a lot from you. Thank you, my
done
girl.
the workshops and stuff, but you did the work. You showed up and did the work, because there's a lot of people that join my academy that don't do the videos.
Yeah, you've got
we
to
ain't
do
gonna
it.
Get the fucking results
get your
if
work
you don't
done,
do the
honeys,
work.
and you'll get the 10K months.
Exactly. Thank you so much, my angel.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you more.